Hey everyone, what's going on? It's your boy here, the Chris Phoenix. Doing something I usually don't do. This, that I usually, don't make a video of, obviously. And what I'm talking about is making, kind of like a little preview off-season needs for my favorite teams. Now, I might be doing this, you know, Celtics when the NBA season's over, same, the Red Sox and all that. It's my favorite team personally. But obviously, to keep our title, I'm doing this of my favorite team in the NFL, and that is the New England Patriots. And I'm looking at our free agents, both unrestricted and restricted. And we got some interesting names here that are free agents, and but real quick before I get to that, as you guys know, we did go, what was it, 112? Yeah, 112-4 this past season. I felt like we could have been honestly 14-2. I felt we got robbed against Carolina, and against the Jets in New York. I mean, both those plays were complete BS. BS. Refs should have. The game against the Jets, they made a stupid call, and then against the freaking Panthers, that was like pass interference. I don't know how the hell you don't call that. But we were banged up too a lot of the season. I think a lot of people forget about that. Brady, he's always banged up. Rob Gronkowski, guy played like 4 or 5 games this past season. Uh, our Dan Mendola obviously got injured, but he wasn't as injured I think as much as I thought he'd be. Steven really wasn't as consistent that he was the previous year before, and the defense just got banged up. With Mayo, Spikes, Wilfork, keep Talib missed some time as well. So a lot of injuries hit to this New England Patriots team last season. So really, I think what we really need, obviously, is a wide receiver. At first, I think we're going to lead to the wide receiver because yes, Tom Brady's getting older. Because to me, before really, this is the last season I could see the Patriots really be contending for the Super Bowl because I just have this gut feeling after this season, Brady might call it quits for good. I don't know why, but or you can see he had okay. Brady had a good year, but a bad year per se, meaning that for him, for his numbers, for his legacy, he didn't have that good of a year. But to be fair, look at what he was working with. And Brady's always been a guy that's never had a quote unquote number 1 wide receiver, except for that, except when he had Randy Moss, and that was only what one good season with Randy Moss. The rest, Randy Moss was clearly declining. So really, you don't know what you're working with if you're Tom Brady. You say, oh, Rob Gronkowski, Wes Welker. Guys, freaking Tom Brady made those guys look good. He made Aaron Hernandez look good, and we can go to that. You already know about Aaron Hernandez. Rob Gronkowski, obviously, he made it what he was. Wes Welker, no one knew who the hell Wes Welker was. All right, until freaking Tom Brady, gave him the ball. And, oh, by the way, Wes Welker. How's it like to be going through the Super Bowl? Yeah, that's what I thought. Shut up. But anyways, with this, we just need help at the wide receiving core. Okay, I mean, look who we have for free agents. Julian Edelman. If we let him go, it's fine. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, we let Julian Edelman go. No, I'm not gonna freak out or anything. Yes, the guy had what over 100 receptions, was it over 1,000 yards this season? He's a nice player, but he's not an impact player. He's a player that's going to help you in the regular season, but he's not going to help you in playoffs as we saw. Against the Broncos, a horrible defense. Saw the Super Bowl, but yeah, Austin Collie really doesn't even say more. Come on, we've cut this guy like twice already. Gary Blunt. If we let Gary Blunt go, Gary Blunt has had his good games, so let him go. I'll be kind of fun. But really, I'm just looking at the rest of these guys. The one guy I obviously don't want to let go is two guys. Brent Spikes, to me, he's a good young linebacker. I don't think we should let him go. I don't want to let him go. If he goes, whatever. But I, I won't be the happiest keeper for him going. Of course, if we let Akeem Talib go, that's not good. I like McCourty and those guys, but seriously, don't let Akeem Talib go. Seriously, like okay. Akeem Talib is not the best corner in the NFL. obviously that goes to Richard Sherman, but he's the best corner for our system. He works well. Keith Talib was kind of like this. He was good in Tampa, but the problem was in Tampa was that his attitude got in the way, and they just let him walk all over. But you ever notice whenever a player has a quote-unquote attitude problem, he goes to New England, and you don't hear squat from him because Bill Belichick, Robert Kraft, and the rest of the New England Patriots organization does not allow that. And it's great. It's great to see that. So hopefully, we do re-sign Akeem Talib. I mean, honestly, the one guy on here I want us to re-sign is Akeem Talib, the main guy. Re-sign Edelman too. Okay, that's fine. Lagarian Blunt. Okay, that's cool. Brent Spikes. That's not too bad. But for Akeem Talib is the one guy I want to re-sign on this freaking team. Okay. All these free agents, I don't care about Hunter Carter, Ryan Wendell, Dane Fletcher, Will Civic, excuse me, DJ Williams, Matthew Morgan, and Michael. Oh my God, I can never say the son of a bitch's name. Michael Humanoli. Let me say the former Rams tight end because I can never say the guy's last name. It's too freaking long. It's too much. Yeah. But yeah, we need to resign Akeem Talib. That's just the main priority right there. But really, also, we need to get a strong, good backup tight end. Because Gronkowski, yes, he's good. He's a game changer. But really, enough with these injuries. Alright? There's a reason why some people are calling you the NFL version of Derrick Rose. Okay? You're a good, talented player. But you can't stay healthy. It's it's just frustrating. Like every single season. Oh, Rob Gronkowski. This guy's gonna get somewhere probably around 10 touchdowns at least. And then you go into week 5, and it's like, oh, Rob Gronkowski, he screwed up his shoulder. Oh, Rob Gronkowski is out at a bar, hanging out with his friends, yada yada, having a good time, while his team just lost a very close game, 24 to 21, against the New York Football Jets in New England, not New England, in New Jersey. It's like, and then he comes back for like what, a game or two, and then he's done for the season. What the hell? like. Gronkowski, I like him as a player, but as like a person, and like it's frustrating. It's like a love hate thing for like that. You always have that one player on your team. You go, damn, he's good, but you go and see him do stupid crap and get injured nonstop. It's just like enough. Like seriously, this is gonna sound ridiculous, I know, but if we let Rob Gronkowski go, I would not care. I'm dead serious. If we trade him away for a first round pick, I don't care. Obviously a high, somewhere top 5, maybe top 10, first round pick, I'm happy. I'm legit happy. Because at least we get that headache away. Yeah, he can be good, but he gets injured nonstop. Seriously, does anyone not notice this? I'm sure you guys notice this. Like I said, it's just frustrating. But yeah, our defense, I'll go back to the offense in a second, but real quick at the defense. The defense, could it be better? Yes, we do need help around, especially, with the pass. Excuse me, rushing the passer, the linebacking core, I think could be a little bit better. I really believe in Chandler Jones. If this thing continues to develop, maybe another year or so. Defensive tackle, Vince Wilfork, obviously he's like the leader of the defense. So he needs to, I think he needs maybe another supporter group, maybe another guy to help him, because obviously he got injured last season, and that was a big part of, our defense kind of falling apart a little bit. And of course, we do need help in the secondary corner position, because other than Keith Talib, who the hell is going to stop other people? Like Denard, like, no. Logan Ryan, and, like, seriously, McCourty, McCourty has like those 1, 2 games in the season that he stands out and does very well, and the rest is just like, like, God. And then, I mean, I know people are gonna be like, oh, well, Chris, what about your quarterback of the future? Because Tom Brady's like, what, 36, 37 years old? Yeah, I'm not sold on Ryan Mallett either. Trust me, I'm not sold on Ryan Mallett. At first I was. I was like, cause I saw some like game footage, like, oh yeah, Ryan Mallett, he could be really good. And then I go see Ryan Mallett in the preseason. I'm just sitting there going, he's doing this against second stringers. I can't even imagine first. Ugh, that's bad. But yeah, we need help. though. In the the running game also for us, back to the offense. The running game for us, I think, is fine. Stephen Ridley, hold on to the goddamn football. Jesus. We come up freaking with Jarvis Green Ellis a couple years ago, where the guy was like, fumbling, I don't know what that is. To freaking Stephen Ridley, who was fine, a couple years ago, and then this past season, whoops, whoops, whoops. Like, how do you freaking do that? And people wonder why freaking Tom Brady's the quote unquote grumpy old man. I'd be pissed off too if my wide receivers drop wide open passes and my freaking so-called number one running back is freaking fumbling the football left and right. My god damn. Seriously. And the offensive line is just okay, the offensive line is decent, but it could be better. Seriously, you know how many times Tom Brady's in the freaking pocket looking for, Eric Dobson, Campbell Tompkins, and all of a sudden, I'll get to them in a second, oh, where are they? Where are they? Shit, and he gets hit right then and there. I wish I had a dollar every time I saw this past season. And real quick with Dobson and Tompkins, okay, to me, Campbell Tompkins has the best future, I think, with us. He's not great, but he could be a big playmaker. Dobson just drops the ball not freaking. Okay, this is Dobson. 4 out of 5 passes that come to him, he's gonna drop it. And then like one play out of those 5, he'll have like a freaking 45-yard reception when Brady throws it deep and he catches it. I don't know how you do that. 4 to 5 times you drop it, but that one time you're just like, oh my god. Like, I don't understand that, man. Like, and Danny Amendola is basically like Brandon Lloyd. Can we stop getting former Rams wide receivers? Like I know freaking Daniels was the head coach of the head coach of the Rams, but what was he the coach of the Rams? I can't remember. Yeah, he was, right? Yeah, he was. He was the freaking head coach of the Rams. Like, can we stop getting these former Rams players in the offense? There's a reason why the Rams have sucked for a while. It's not Sam Bradford's fault. It's people who he's played around with. I mean, Brandon Lloyd, we give him one good year. No, we give him 1 year, and he doesn't even show up really. And then with freaking Danny Amendola. Danny Amendola had like this would be his stats, like 3 receptions, 40 yards, and that's it. And then like the next game, he'll have like 4 receptions, 50 yards, a touchdown. Like his play was so inconsistent. And then like the very next week, 2 receptions, 10 yards. And we gave this guy a fat contract, and he's supposed to be the next Julian Edelman guy. I'm not Julian, excuse me. The next Wes Welker, because Julian Edelman is basically the next Wes Welker, but like, ugh. Like, can we go get freaking like I'm looking at 2 of the wide receivers like that are available in free agency. I can't believe I'm saying this, but can we get Jeremy Maclin? Like, I wouldn't mind getting Jeremy Maclin, but the problem is he's probably gonna want too much money. And Emmanuel Sanders is just like, like, like he could be okay, but I'm not gonna jump for joy for getting him. You know what I mean? So, I mean, there's just not that many wide receivers. And then Hakeem Nicks. Okay, Hakeem Nicks is gonna be like, basically, the black version of Damon Cole. Like, he could be good, but again, injuries. Seriously, can Hakeem Nicks stay healthy? Doesn't seem like it. Because then you're going back to freaking Rob Gronkowski, who's already on the team that has a great playmaking ability. But the problem is, again, staying healthy. What a concept. We have players who have a hard time staying healthy. And no wonder Tom Brady's sitting here going, oh God, I got to make Shane Vereen my freaking number 3 wide receiver. I didn't know I had Shaquille Bell 2.0 on my team. Like, ugh. It's frustrating, I'm telling you. Anyways, I'm going off on this video. So, guys, that's what I think my Patriots need this offseason. What do you guys think? If you guys even care? There's a lot of people hate the Patriots. They're like, oh, the Patriots suck, they're evil. I'm just sitting there going, yeah, what has your team done in the last 5 years? Or the last 10 years? I know, well, we haven't won the Super Bowl in 10 years. I know people are going to go, they think, but hey, most of you guys are probably bragging at me. When was the last time your team made the playoffs? Yeah, that's what I thought. Shut up. Anyways, that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yada yada.